So icedraco is looking to put on some pressure with the high tempo attack that he has, and this is kind of a narrow space, so it's easy to storm, but it's also a narrow ramp, so the Reavers are going to be effective. And whoa, he's going forward, maybe trying to snipe a high temperature, but he gets stormed. Second storm, but mostly on the zealots. Third storm was a good storm, and I don't think this attack is going to be too effective. Yeah, the ramp is too narrow to for icedraco to do anything. So Arca holds the attack, and he's meanwhile getting his third base. So if this one gets up, he is back in the game, I think. Let's see, what's the tech? Forge is up, but nothing is being researched. 2, 4, 6, 8 gateways for our pros friend from the north of this map, at least. Speed cells are out, so but then there's only okay, there's a high temperature and there's a reaver. Speed cells usually are pretty good against dragoon heavy armies, at least to an extent. Like if there are too many dragoons, they will have a way better concave than the speed cells, so they tend to get less effective. But usually speed cells against pure dragoons are pretty effective. And Akka's moving in. He has the Reaver in a pretty good position, but the zealots are going to town and they're actually shredding through the dragoons. As I mentioned before, there's also a dragoon. What am I talking about? There's a DT out for Arca, and there's no ops for icedraco. icedraco is trying to get a shuttle, and he's actually going to do so. Only 2 zealots and DT left for icedraco, but he's contained now in his base because he doesn't have any kind of. Oh, he mustn't let the TT's in range of the. Wow, 3 DTs coming in. He's going for the cannon, so the cannon has to be protected. Going for a nice drone drill, and the DTs get picked off. And oh, there's a robotics, but he doesn't have. Does he have an observatory? Going for +2 weapons already, but he doesn't have an observatory, I think. So he's pretty much contained now. And while this was going on, Arca got his third base, so he should be in some economic lead, I think. But I think this this speed solid attack might take out this base if Arca isn't able to defend. I mean, he has a Dark Templar, he has Archon, so he should be fine against speed cells. The question is only how much DPS do the cells have. And he's going to get 4 cannons, only losing, I think, was like 2 cells for that. Storm, very nice storm on the zealots, and this attack has been defended or thwarted. Yeah, so third base remains up, but it's not too many probes in the natural, and the main is it's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's getting mined out, but it's quite nicely saturated, so if he moves those probes over, he might be in a better position. And this is Arca's observer, so he knows exactly that icedraco is getting his third base up now. Both players are staying. Arca is kind of in a 20 supply lead, actually, because he got the third base up. Both players are on 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, around 7 to 8 gateways. I think this DT might be something is shooting. Oh, storm drop, and I missed it. Another storm drop. 11 kills on both high templars in total. Something's shooting them. Ah, there it is. Damn it, I'm confused. So the DT got killed by the cannon, and this Zell is gonna go down as well. And Ice Draco has the upgrade advantage over Arca at the moment, Arca Crema. And he has his third base up and running, so he should be able to out-macro his opponent bit by bit, but it looks like, I don't know, where is Arca's army? He has a few units here, has a few units here, he also has a few units here, but I don't know if he actually has a bigger army. I'm not quite sure. Little attack gets denied. Probes are being transferred to the third base of Ice Draco. And at the moment both players are just sitting back, macroing up. Nobody really wants to commit, because in those big fights with high-tech units in PvP, you usually tend to lose a fight quite fast and also lose a game. So those fights are very important. If you take a fight at the wrong time or get caught off out of position, you usually tend to lose the game right away, unless you have like a huge economic advantage. And drop going up to the third of Ice Draco. Where is it? There it is. But then not too many probes here, so let's see how many probe kills he's gonna get. Gets 3 probe kills. That's fine. Pulling out. I don't know if he has if he still has a storm on that High Templar. Yep, still has a storm, and this is a pretty good position to storm. Very nice storm. Got like, what was it, like 6 probes, I think, maybe 5. And both players are just sitting back. Arca taking a hidden-ish expansion at the bottom left base, while Draco is Ice Draco. That is Ice Draco. It's not the old school Draco. SGS Ice Draco is also taking a fourth and is sitting in the middle of the map, while Arca is kind of playing defensively, sitting back. He has 1-0 upgrades now, while his opponent is on 2-0 and researching 3-0. Yeah, just both players sitting back. Nobody really wants to commit to anything at this point in the game. 2, 4, 6, 7. That's quite a lot of High Templars for Arca, which is kind of you have to be careful. If you have too many High Templars, you usually have you don't have the raw army mass. Like if you have a ton of High Templars in your army, you have a ton of storms, yeah, that's right, but if all your storms are gone, you're pretty much left with few units that you have. Because you usually have fewer units, of course, if you have a ton of High Templars, because High Templars also cost like 2 supply. And this is actually quite problematic in some cases. And Storm Drop for Arca, killing wow, that was an 18 kill High Templar, so he's got 18 kills with those kills and this drop here. But yeah, Arca is sitting back comfortably, being at 150 supply, while Ice Draco is at 120 supply, and it seems like he's sending a force down to the bottom left base to take down this expansion. And he's going to kill it quite easily. I mean, he's got decent force. His units are at 3-0. So this base is going down. Let's see what Arca's response is going to be. It doesn't seem... So he's moving out now. I think he might try to to go for a counterattack on Ice Draco's main, while Ice Draco is killing this expansion. I don't think that's the best. It might be a good idea. I mean, it's a pretty close space, so storms are going to be very good, and actually both players have a ton of storms. So the attack is moving in. This could be the deciding attack of the game, actually. And he's also moving in from the top. I didn't even see that, sorry. Storms going down on all of Ice Draco's army, but he's also storming, Ice Draco is also storming Arca's army, so storms everywhere. Who's going to take the engagement? It looks like Arca isn't using all of his units, but he's still going to push through. Is he? Yeah, he's taking the engagement. And Ice Draco is pulling his units back, so he might actually defend this with the reinforcements that are coming back from the storm drop, also on the middle line. So he actually managed to hold, but it was quite an expensive engagement for both players. Both of them losing a ton of High Templars. I mean, Arca has a ton of gas, so he won't mind. And Ice Draco is also on a ton of gas. So, never mind, they can easily replenish those. And it seems like Ice Draco is going for the kill now that Arca's army has been destroyed. And he's actually got quite the amount of units left, despite the fact that Arca was sitting on a supply lead almost the whole game. And he's going into the natural. There's no defense for Arca. Now he's moving in with his reinforcements from the gateways. But I don't think there's an ops for Arca at the moment. So the DT is going to... Oh, nice storm on the Dragoons. But the DT is doing a ton of damage. Another nice storm. Good storms from Arca. This might actually save him. Another nice storm. Wow. He's got a ton of storms on those High Templars. But the DT is going to town. He's up to 10 kills now, and I don't think there's an ops out anywhere. Arca definitely needs to bring knobs in. This might spell doom for him, because Ice Draco is on 4 base now, and he's only on 3 base, without having the opportunity to take another one, because he doesn't have any units. And morphing Narcon, very nice to save the High Templars, but he's gonna lose another High Templar. And I think this is going to be GG. Is there any ops being... No ops in production? Wow, the DT up to 13 kills now. The DT, man, being the hero, winning the game by itself. And this seems to be the end for our Protoss hero. Our second Protoss hero. We have 2 Protoss heroes here. This seems to be the end for Arca now, because he doesn't have nice storm on the units, but the DT is still alive, and yeah, I think this is it. This should be it. Still no ops. Is he producing ops? No, he isn't. So this seems to be the end of this game. Arca going for a last stand, but there's nothing he can do basically, because he doesn't have an ops, and this DT is up to 14 kills now. Ice Draco, GG, Arca tapping out. And they're going to play Fighting Spirit next. And this concludes this replay. Good game.